Good day, everyone. I'm presenting for Group 17 on the topic Charitable Trust for the Relief of Poverty. A charitable trust is a form of express trust. According to Law Magnatin in Commissioner of Income Tax against Spam, a charitable trust is used for one of the following purposes. 1. Trust for the relief of poverty. 2. Trust for the advancement of religion. 3. Trust for the advancement of education. 4. Trust for other purposes except the one listed under the preceding head. A trust for the relief of poverty is the removal or reduction of disadvantages suffered by a person or a group of persons for their lack of financial means. Although the general rule is that charitable trust is for the benefit of the public, however, trust for the relief of poverty is an exception to this rule.
As seen in the case of the Robinson, in this case, a trust was set up for specific individuals who were above the age of 65, who were also residents of a specific district. In this case, the court held that the trust constitutes a valid charity, establishing that directing funds to aged individuals is an acceptable means of providing relief for the poor and the vulnerable.
Also, in regard a woman left property in our will to establish a temporary home for ladies of limited means. It was still later claimed that the remaining estate was intended for his 3 daughters under a secret trust based on conversation with the deceased. Because of our appeal held that the gift for ladies of limited means was a valid charitable trust because it fell within the charitable purpose of relief of poverty. The alleged secret trust in favor of the deceased daughters, in favor of the trustee's daughters, was not proved with sufficient certainty and therefore failed. The residue of the estate passed to the deceased estate.
In the case of Eco Trust, a fund was set up for a newly widowed women and orphans of the deceased bank offices. The question was asked if it was a valid charitable purpose trust. The court held that it was a valid charitable trust because the purpose relieved poverty, which can be seen under Section 3, Subsection 1 of the Charities Act.
In the case of Igbo versus Ghana, Igbo created a charitable trust to relieve poverty after the death of his wife from material estate. It found that the charitable trust is that those people working for workers in the company which he had limited should be paid pension. Note, some people took what they call it bingo to court on the basis that what you created does not create what the trust created is not a valid charitable trust. The reason for this is because they will argue that a charitable trust must not be benefited by some section of the people, but by a large portion of the public. Note the court that the charitable trust to relieve poverty doesn't need to. A charitable trust to relieve poverty, unlike trust to advance education religion, which some large portion of the general public must benefit. In as much as he has the intention to relieve poverty, people who are closer to it can benefit.